Hello. For some reason, the button decided not to work at all. Um,
You can't change scenes. What are we doing?
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It just wasn't letting me do a damn thing. Also, I think I need
We're
to
here
turn.
though. We made it. We made the cut.
Yeah,
It's all
we're
good.
we're so here. We're so back. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Welcome in, gamers. We're back. EGW
EG
post
Dub.
EGW Super Show. Post all the action. Post a new crowning of a champion, and post maybe some storylines that probably resolve themselves. Maybe some others that brewed up and started brand new ones. More superstars. More valiant efforts from superstars that were in the mix, and maybe even some ones that were falling a little bit short that maybe need a little bit of governance going forward.
Absolutely. There's a lot of stuff that we are going to be unraveling here tonight. Um, we are going to be starting here very soon with an update from our new EGW champion who has stolen the championship away from Lahroo last week. If you guys missed that, you guys should be checking that out. Um,
Yeah, make sure to go check out the YouTube. Sin put up the VOD, check it out. Make sure you watch the Super Show, get all the latest deets and all the endings of all the matches, and see the most important aspects of that. We'll be going over some of them tonight as well.
Absolutely. And then after that, we got our first match of the night, which will be Turk versus Jameson. Both of those men, they're definitely in the top contention for another title shot. Jameson is coming off of the triple threat ladder match against Lahroo and Ross. Turk still feels like he deserves to be in that championship picture.
I think he does too, right? Like Turk's
Hmm.
put on the most hurt out of any superstar that we have here. Plus, he's
On
been in the
himself.
biggest matches and on himself because he's bleeding all the time. But like he literally like if he's not in the most important matches, he's winning the most important matches, right? So he just feels like that he's always going to be a contender, whether he's bleeding or not, or whether whoever his opponent is. And to be fair to Jameson, like in a triple threat ladder match, really the only thing that hindered him was that either Melone didn't come to and help out Lahroo knock off um, Ross from the ladder, or like he was kind of blocked out by both superstars, putting him in a corner and kind of keeping him away from the action. So did he really lose? He didn't win, but did he really lose the match when it's really the person that loses the title loses the match, and the person that wins the title wins the match? So kind of in limbo and kind of like a better segue for him to be back into the picture and none other than the Turk to be his opponent.
And also, speaking of never being pinned, we also, following that, will have Derek the Destroyer versus B-Mancer. And B-Mancer is coming off hot from pinning Sean Morris 7 times
I did
the
not.
last
Just
time.
crazy. The Ironman match of 15 minutes of 7 times pinned is crazy.
Yeah. The fact that it was 7 and just she kind of just completely crushed him, in all honesty.
Yeah,
Um
because like what it was close twice, but like once it was like halfway through the match, it was like all B stings and all B the whole rest of the match.
yeah, it was all bees, all stings. No, no more shine from Sean Morris from that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Derek did not get pinned again last week. In fact, he actually won. He escaped the cage very quickly, mostly due to maybe a backstage attack from some new superstars, which we'll get to in a little bit. But Derek putting up a little bit of a fight and showing some spunk and showing that EGW doesn't always have to be about pinfalls. It could be about escaping and making sure you outlast your opponents. Otherwise, he maybe not have anything to brag about this week.
Otherwise, he kind of turned to Sean.
Yeah. We had kind of like a little bit of a step on toes in the backstage, and kind of had Professor of Pep kind of pepping on Lahroo from last week, or 2 weeks ago now at this point, where Lahroo did not come out with the championship from his match that Ross was successful in, and Pep kind of pepping on him, being like, "Man, Melone really not doing any work for a couple weeks in a row, huh, Pep?" And kind of really rubbed Lahroo the wrong way, and this just kind of seems like a match that was begging to happen, and Lahroo went right to the GM and kind of just asked for this match, and might be time to bust out some fives because we haven't seen him in a while. So we'll see if maybe Lahroo takes out a little bit of revenge on Professor Pep, or is Professor Pep going to do what he did versus Timbo, where he takes him out ahead of the match and ends up winning and kind of sneak attacks by surprise that Pep.
That would be kind of impressive because that is a new side of Pep that we saw last week at that Super Show. Um, And especially with Lahroo, the fact that he, without even saying anything to Melone, asked the GM for this match, it kind of
Mm.
makes you wonder where they're standing right now. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
are
do we
they still
see Maloney?
together?
Yep, like is it Maloney comes out? Is it like is he ringside? Is he doing promo work for him? Like what happens to Lahroo and Maloney? This friendship that seemed so budding at first really just led to three straight losses for Lahroo, and it's not feeling great. And I'm sure he's angry about it.
Yeah, especially with one of those losses being losing his world title, his EGW title.
And you know he wants it back. You know he's in the intro, man. He's holding the title. It's just it's part of his being. So I'm sure he's gonna want it back.
Absolutely.
Flipping gears a little bit to kind of the opposite end of it, where we kind of have some downtrodden competitors here. Sean had a kind of a good upbringing in EGW, starting off very strong in multi-man matches, beating B and in record fashion in a quick time, and then all of a sudden it kind of just turned the opposite way. And then last week, 2 weeks ago, as we keep saying, being pinned 7 times is actually kind of crazy in a 15-minute time frame, being bee-stung and kind of just being demoralized. And then like along the same lines, Professor Pep taking it to Timbo. Timbo's still winless at this point. What else is there to do? Who else hasn't fought each other besides these two competitors? First matchup in Shaw versus Timbo. Something's got to give and someone's got to get some momentum. We say it every week for Timbo. We just kind of sit there and we're just like, man, when's it going to happen?
Yeah, we honestly at this point, I don't know how hold on. I don't know how much more like we can keep feeding into Timbo here. Like
He
it's
gets his
getting
opportunities, got to win.
yeah, like literally anyone, please. We need him to come out victorious at some point here. But I do find that Sean does always carry momentum in the early game of a match, but we saw last week that as the match goes on, he kind of loses that momentum really quickly.
Yeah, starting out like a ball of lightning. Both of them too. I mean, even Timbo getting attacked outside the ring from Professor Pep, but like he still fought back, and it made it seem like he finally had some offense, only to be thwarted later in the match. So really, it's like if you got two superstars that only do front game meta momentum, like something's got to give. One of these two superstars has to keep it up throughout the rest of the match. Will it be Sean tonight or will it be Timbo tonight?
Absolutely. And then we have our main event. So as Kyle did mention earlier, ah, choking on something. Um, we had there was two backstage brawls that did happen during the Super Show 2 weeks ago. It was there was an attack on Tendo Boy and there was an attack on Ben. Or actually, I'll be honest, I don't know if Ben initiated the attack or not. I have no
We
idea. We still haven't figured that out. No one's
Pretty
been
ahead of
giving
himself. We have no idea. It just happened.
no one's been giving clear information on that. But tonight they're going they're going to start getting their revenge. Tendo Boy is going to be taking on one half of the Chubby Bunnies, Jessica Rabbit.
And what a showing for the Rabbits last week as they attacked the only formidable tag team that we have at this point. At least we think it that way because of the broship, the bro friendship, the bro chachos that they are. The great minds that they formulate this bond together, and then they get picked apart. Not even 20 minutes apart from each other, one right before a very important match and then one after a match, and just it doesn't feel and doesn't sit well. But the tag team division really looks like it's going to start sparking up if we're going to have the Chubby Bunnies running around and taking people out. Some people are going to have to team up and do what's necessary to make sure that they're in check, even though they really put the walloping on in the backstage. A lot of cone usage back there. My car was also a victim. So was your car, I think, at
Yeah,
some point.
my car was literally a victim. Your car was close to being a victim.
It was there. It was victimized. You know, it wasn't a victim, but it was victimized. So
It got secondhand victimized. All right, so it seems like we are starting to get our update on Ross. Um, Unfortunately, he wasn't able to hop in a call or anything like that. Um,
what the heck?
but we were left with a little message from him. Um, right now he knows better than to show up the following week with after that win, because we all know what happens to people who are starting to shine. They get attacked.
It's it seems like from what I'm getting is Ross feels like that with more and more people being attacked backstage, he'd rather just take it kind of easy this week. He also wants to hang out with his really hot wife. They're in Cabo. They're just by the pool right now, and he says he's shining up his title, and he's super excited to not have to defend it this week. I mean, whatever that means.
And I mean, I don't think he would have had to defend it to begin with.
I wasn't in the cards, at least for the GM. I guess this guy's just like, I'm just gonna avoid all complications. I don't know.
He's just avoiding that conflict immediately. He's like, you know what? Give me a little breather. I had to deal with Lahroo. I had to deal with Melone.
Yep, and Jameson just laying in the corner behind a ladder. I did get to catch up with him afterwards, and it wasn't so necessarily emotional because Ross does believe that he could just take over. It's always Ross over when Ross is in the ring. But it was a little bit of a euphoric moment for Ross as he would tell me in his own words that it's a lot easier to be pretty on the top of a ladder while holding the title belt in your hand than it is to be ugly mugging staring up from underneath. And I mean, shots fired, right? Like that's got to go right to Bald Lahroo, and that's got to go right to Jameson laying face down in the corner, and maybe even Melone, who's missing a patch of fur in the middle of his chin. So I know that Ross has all the confidence in the world, but I still think he knows that his opponents are always going to be looking up at the top of the mountain, and now that he's at the top, people are going to be clawing to get up there.
Absolutely. People will do anything that they possibly can to garnish a title shot against Ross at this point, because we kind of saw what happened with Lahroo. Everyone was gunning after him, especially Turk. That's a man you don't want to get climbing after you, and it seems like he's kind of, he might be coming after Ross, especially because they tagged together one time and they lost.
Yeah, and that did not go well. Turk was not happy about it, and Turk basically is a mountain, so he's already as tall as Ross is going to be at the top of a ladder. So
yeah, pretty
Turk
much.
didn't want to angry at you.
But speaking of,
as I say, this card will be good. We're going to start the prediction for you guys while Sin gets it going. You guys can put your points on the line.
Yeah. So we're gonna have our first match here. It is going to be Turk versus Jameson. We'll see how it goes, honestly, because we all know that Turk is a big, angry guy at all times, from what it seems like.
Big man.
big. Yeah, he's just the biggest gooner out there. And then we have Jameson, who could very well still be recovering from the ladders. He was taking a lot of breathers, but I mean, he very well could have recovered very quickly, and we'll be able to pull something out and be able to catch a victory over Turk.
Exactly.
Remember, guys, you guys get your gambas in. Turk versus Jameson.
Gamba. Put your points on the line. Get it in there. It's your time to bet on Turk versus Jameson. 1-on-1. Contenders unite. This is a good match.
Yeah, this one should absolutely be a classic of a match. Both of them have a lot of star potential on EGW. Like one has already had a title match. The other one, I mean, they both technically had title matches. Both in a ladder match too, now that you think about it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Reykjavik, Iceland, weighing in at 430 pounds, Turner the Mercer Lees.
And as we say every week, this man is just a lot of meat. There's not a single neck underneath there.
He's been showing us too that he's all gas, no brakes. Yeah, I mean, because he's getting out to these matches and he's just putting on like these very acrobatic moves for such a big guy. Maybe it makes him more like a missile since he can't turn his head, but he definitely puts a lot of the pressure on his opponents pretty early.
This man flies like a damn nuke, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, for real. Tell you what.
Oh, I'll tell you what. No propane, all charcoal, brother.
That's what it feels like, steam engine. This guy's a train. He's a wrecking ball.
If you end up getting caught in his way, it might be over. But luckily enough, he is facing off against someone who is relatively agile. Might be able to just fly around him.
And his opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 240 pounds, Walker.
Jameson never backs down from a challenge, and tonight is no different as he's going to take on Turk. And this is, like you said, a bit of a size difference, but Jameson really doesn't care. I mean, Jameson on top of the ladder, down on the ground, using weapons, whether it's a one-on-one match, whether there's multiple people inside of the match, it doesn't matter to him. He just kind of feels like he takes flight and he knows what he's doing. It feels good to be a Jameson fan if you're one of the many in the universe that come to these shows, and really you just see the signs multiplying. You just see the people's hands in the air, you hear the cheers getting louder, and Jameson's becoming a fan favorite quite quickly.
Jameson absolutely has the love for the game. He just has so much momentum going for him right now. Oh, hold on. Pretty sure I messed it up. Yeah.
Hey, you caught it.
Oh.
Underway as Turk's shoulder block takes down Jameson as he stomps away at him as well. And we're underway in this one-on-one competition. Big man Turk against the high flyer, the acrobatic, and also a little bit of boxing with Jameson as they tie up in the middle of the ring. And overpowers Turk, which is just a big surprise to a lot of us out here. Double leg takedown and goes for the punches, and Jameson is ready to fire off, and he doesn't care what size you are.
Jameson, with all of his years as a pilot, he also has a lot of years as a wrestler. He knows all the ins and outs. He always has different tricks up his sleeve to take down the big man.
It's definitely not easy to pin Jameson. It's not easy to even get him in these holds that are high impact, high elevation moves. He kind of gets out of the way. He kind of squirms out. He knows how to reverse these holds. He knows all the holds that people are doing as well. And he's really working on the arm right now of Turk, taking away one of the weapons. This guy's got big, meaty hooks, big, meaty claws, and if you're taking away one of those two, then you only have to watch out for one. It makes it a lot easier in this match.
Absolutely, and Jameson has been like carrying all the momentum in this match. I don't think Turk has actually done a single thing here. He maybe knocked him over once.
I'm not sure what Turk's plan is here, but he's really getting bullied in the corner as Jameson turns him around and goes face first, clubbing blow to the back of the back because the neck kind of connects all over the place, so it wasn't really a neck shot, but shoulders to the gut as he's really taking it to Turk now. Kicks in the corner, mud pie stumping. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about him. He says, you're going down, I'm winning this match, and I'm going to be a #1 contender. Driving knee across the face in the corner as Turk is just squirming around in pain.
And he's going up to the top already. Oh,
he's driving up and misses.
Is Turk finally going to get some of that momentum back?
Turk swinging in air. It picks Jameson up onto the top. Kick to the face.
Jameson did try to take a big swing at him, but like he didn't feel a damn thing from it.
Face first goes Jameson into the mat as Turk just picks him up effortlessly. Now the strength of Turk is going to be witnessed. Double axe handle across the back. And Turk is saying, my arms don't hurt right now, buddy. That wasn't enough to keep me down. Scoops him up onto his shoulders as he drags him across the ring.
Takes him
in the corner.
Just takes him from one corner to the other, showing how much strength he has, even though he was his left arm was getting completely attacked that whole time.
Diving elbow from Jameson as he does his patent reversals. He knows how to handle his opponent's running bulldog. Slams Turk's face down. He's down in the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover.
A kick out from Turk.
2. Turk not waiting any longer for that 2 count. As soon as the hand comes down for 2, kicking his shoulder out, showing that he's not done yet. Picked up on the shoulders. Going for that airplane spin, maybe. Nope. Elbows to the face as Jameson gets reversed. And Turk just grabs hold of the face. Irish whip against the ropes. Into the goozle. Big choke slam coming. Not today. An elbow to the face. Missed the kick and a kick across the face. What a sequence by these 2 superstars.
I think that's going to leave a mark, but this will for sure leave a little bit of a broken neck even.
Yeah, a little snap takeover there. Kind of like a throwback, but the opposite way. As Turk goes for the big splash.
And the kick out from Jameson.
Jameson kicking out just about the same time at 2 as Turk was doing. Not waiting for that hand to even try to come down for 3. Turk to the top rope. He's showing off what he can do.
What are you doing?
For Jameson to get up.
Oh!
Driving elbow across the back of the neck. This man has an.
And then he steps on him.
That's disrespectful. 2.
Disrespectful, but also showing how much strength he has going for him. Like, there's no other man as strong as Turk right now.
Irish whip into the announcer's table. Not for us, the Spanish announce table. We're up here.
Yeah.
We're up near the top of the ramp. We're fine.
We're chilling.
And he goes for his bulldog on the outside, and Turk's face is planted on the outside as he climbs back into the rope, and he's on the apron. Referee's up to 7. For some reason, Jameson's taking that off the corner of the ring. He's up to 8. He gets back into the ring. And he's taunting him in the corner. Referee up to 9. Turk makes it to his feet, and...
Oh my God, he barely made that.
But Jameson set himself up in the corner. The corner is off.
He just headbutts him.
Driving. The B-52 as he bombs his right to his chest and gets the pin.
What?
B-52 and Turk goes down and gets pinned as Jameson gets the win tonight.
Jameson's got a thick skull.
He calls that the B-52 sin, and I don't know. That bomb right to the chest, straight through to the other side, no neck to move. You know that's some impact right there.
Yeah, especially at that speed.
I mean, a half-star match for our boys. We love to see it. We love to see it.
Absolutely. We love seeing a nice match. And that was a good match to actually start off the night.
We love to see that out of Jameson. What a way to start off the night. Having Ross not being here because he's too coward to show up with his title and hanging out with his super hot wife and all his Riz. And then having that match to start it off. Just feels good, man. Just feels good to be back in EGW fashion.
Absolutely. We love being back in EGW fashion. The fact that Turk almost lost to count out was so funny.
It was pretty cool. He got up to 9. Oh, pay out the nerds.
Oh yeah.
I believed in Jameson, which is me.
Yeah, you're the nerd.
Just me.
And also speaking of almost getting counted out and not being pinned, the next match we have here is Derek the Destroyer versus Beemancer.
Yeah, Derek never being pinned, never once, never in his entire career, never especially in EGW, versus B, who has 7 pins to her name from last week alone, on top of the other matches that B has also won in the past. We have a knockdown, drag out. These two are actually, surprisingly for how big Derek is, a high flyer. And I think B actually performs really well when it's comparative to the style that B is. So high flying, high impact, very acrobatic. It's going to be a lot of coffin dropping. It's got to be a lot of bee-stings. Hopefully we get some good action with this one for sure.
Absolutely. I'll be honest. My money's kind of on Derek on this. I think.
I think so. He's not getting pinned.
I think with that weight difference, it might actually it might matter there, because if you're flying a high and you're a big guy, bro, that's gonna hurt more.
That is some impact. You're right. That's a lot of body coming down on a bee, and
that's a whole lot of impact.
Horns aren't very very structurally sound as far as I know.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 460 pounds, Chaotic Derek the Destroyer!
I know we talk about how much Ross is his own biggest fan, but I think this guy's got to run for somebody's money here. Derek the Destroyer is like numero uno in Derek's book, which is kind of crazy because he's taken more than numero uno pinfalls and just proceeds to not believe it, I guess. I don't know if it's like maybe he just closes his eyes when he's getting pinned, so he's not too sure. I don't know. What do you tell me?
I don't know. There has to be something about it. Maybe it's those glasses.
Yeah, they're dark. Maybe he can't see through them. I'm not too sure. Maybe that's why I like the entrance. Is they're dark. It's dark and green. A lot of green.
A whole lot of green for a big red man.
Not using a lot of our pyro. That's what I like to see out of him.
Absolutely. Lasers, absolutely. Go crazy with them if you want.
Yeah, we can do lights. We don't care about lights.
But pyro, that's where it becomes dicey. But luckily enough, I mean, if the superstars are wanting more pyro, this month is probably the best month to be putting in their submissions for it, because it's September, baby.
September, baby.
And his opponent from Germany,
Queen Bee says, just a reminder, if you are subscribed to Amazon Prime, to check and make sure that your account is connected to your twitch.tv account. Why? Check and hit that subscribe button. If it says subscribe for free, you have a Prime sub available for use. And guess what? It's September. So all subs this month are discounted price. But if you have that free one, you're wasting it. Make sure you check right now by clicking on subscribe. If it says subscribe for free, subscribe to SynX Realize on twitch.tv.
Oh yeah, now that's an ad read. That's an ad read if I've ever heard one. Perfect timing too.
Derek versus B. Yeah, it was good. I tried to drag it out just enough.
You know what? It worked.
Gets underway, and these two athletes are going to show each other what it's like to be springboarding, high flying, head scissors taking over, moves against each other. This is going to be one of those you can't miss it, you can't blink. Things are going to be happening at such a rapid pace, and I'm going to be yapping the whole freaking time.
Absolutely. Listen, with things going fast, you have to be talking fast. You gotta be following that momentum. Speaking of which, Derek's already going for a pin, and it was a 2 count.
Running step up drop kick. Yeah, he kind of uses the side of his shin when he goes for that drop kick, but it's a lot more meat into the face of the opponent when he does that drop kick to the back. As he goes off for that coffin drop. Oh, but he missed.
Oh,
it's so quick.
That would have been so good for him. And he's getting rolled up. Not even a 1.
Derek doesn't like to be pinned very much.
No. That's his least. That's his least favorite sport.
Yeah, he hates being pinned. Bowling, hates pins.
Yeah. Never take him to a bowling alley, chat. We will say that.
Baking, hates rolling pins. Sewing, hates bobby pins. This guy's just a big pin advocate hater. Arm lock behind the back of B as he's kind of just trying to take a little bit of the force that B gets with those flying elbows and those flying fists of fury. Maybe the stinger as well. I think B's right-handed though. Chop block to the back of the left knee as it takes Derek down as he crawls into the corner, and B lining it up. Wants Derek to stand up. Maybe taunting too much.
Derek got up a little too quick for her liking.
Driver DDT. Very quick, very luchador-esque style of wrestling for B. As she stomps on the left arm of Derek, targeting body parts, goes out to the apron. But Derek wisely rolls out of the ring, doesn't want to take any of those high-flying moves. But B goes back out to the side, jumps off the rope, head scissors takeover again, and flips Derek into the middle of the ring, going for body part after body part.
Still targeting that arm as well.
Yeah, standing moonsault we see very, very well. Kick
Ooh.
to the face, just brutal. Oh, standing moonsault, but counter. B is ready. B knows these moves. These are her moves. Oh, into the ref, but not knocked down. Kick to the gut. Going for. Maybe a power bomb, but blocked by B. Kick to the face, shot to the leg, back chop, kick to the gut.
Lots of kicks, lots of chops.
Combos. Yeah, the combos from B are just insane.
They're going from one corner to the other, and B reverses it with an elbow.
With these reversals. Shot to the back, Irish whip it to the corner. Picking Derek up.
Both at the top rope. B with the bulldog. I'm trying to go for the pin on Derek.
Shoots the hover. Yep.
1, 2, and kicked out.
Yeah, 2. It's still, you know, it's significant. The counts are getting longer, man. And you know how much Derek hates pins. Kick to the gut as a reversal. Big shot. Lays out B. She tries to crawl under the ropes to kind of get out of dodge and not be pinned in this matchup just as well. Derek with a shot to the gut, almost like a spear. And he says, we don't need this cover because your face is going into it as the referee starts to count at 1.
And dive. Derek, what were you doing?
He's taunting. Derek misses the dive.
That's like a whole Samoa Joe.
This is a little walk away. He went like face first on the ground. That looked like it hurt. Interesting.
And now both of them are just doing flips on the outside and running into nothing.
Athleticism going on here. Irish whipped and falls over to the corner.
Oh, we're only at a 2 count? I thought it was higher.
Yeah, I think it started over. B tends to the limbs again on the outside.
B at the top. Telling Derek to get up.
Off the top rope, head scissors takeover. Hurricane Rana.
And back to targeting that arm as well. I don't know why she keeps targeting the arm. He's a high flyer. Take him out at the knees. See?
He gets driven down into the ground for nothing.
That right there is what I'm talking about. If B was targeting Derek's knees, he wouldn't be able to kick her in the head like that.
Yeah, he can't get up. He can't get up if he's not using his legs.
See?
Oh, the Poison Rana. Just an absolute driver. Counters up to 7, and Derek gets back into the ring. He doesn't even care about a pin. Oh my gosh, the taunt. It's over, he says. Counters up to 9, and B is still outside the ring.
I think it might be over. The ref's taking his sweet time with the last count.
That's it. No pin necessary as Derek takes the victory over B. Unbelievable.
That's 2 weeks in a row for Derek now. And neither one involved him having to pin a single soul either. Think about that.
Escaping the cage, staying in the ring long enough to not have to worry about the count from the referee. Derek's got some kind of strategy going on right here, if you ask me.
Yeah,
it's working.
This man's thinking, and he's thinking outside the ring, literally.
It worked for him so far now. 2 weeks in a row where this man's putting together the resume that we thought he could. And really didn't have to do too many crazy moves. I mean, the Poison Rana was great on the outside, but really he was getting targeted the whole entire match. It seemed like B had the one over, but for nothing, I guess, at that point, because it only took a couple moves to keep B down on the outside.
Absolutely, especially after Derek went flying to the outside to try to get B, and B just walked out of the way.
Yeah, it's wild to me. Couldn't catch me with that.
Absolutely not.
Taking my points.
That's tough luck. Imagine not believing that Derek was going to come out of that.
Yeah, Derek threatened me last week, remember? Or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
I was like, this guy's gotten pinned, and he was like, what'd you say about me? And I was like, yes, sir. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to deal with that.
Yeah, chef, right away, chef. Oh, geez. All right, so the next match that we have on the docket, which we do have our gambas open for, is Lahroo versus the Professor of Pep.
Yeah, this is one of those, like, impromptu Professor of Pep got his way by pepping on somebody to be able to make them feel like they needed a match against them. And I don't know, it's worked 1 week in a row, so why not try it again? And maybe Pep gets a huge win over Lahroo. Lahroo was just the EGW champion. Could you imagine Pep getting a victory over Lahroo this week?
I mean, if that happens, Larue's like power ranking is going to drastically drop. This man,
bro.
this man has been nonstop losing.
I know.
It needs to end at some point.
One total win so far.
Something like that.
Actually, exactly one win so far. So, I mean, like you said, it would be appropriate because Pep doesn't care about winning. He cares about pepping. But everybody else cares about winning. So they would be devastating for Lahroo. And this is the first time that Lahroo in a couple weeks is going to be without Melone. So, I mean, if now more so than ever, it would be time for him to prove that he still has what it takes. If he's going to soak up our pyro budget, he better start winning. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Honestly, if he loses after that, I might have to strip him from some of his pyro.
Yeah, take away a firework every week.
Just a single one.
Until he doesn't have any left.
Until he's physically not allowed to have any more.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 600 pounds, the Professor of Pep.
I'm still trying to figure out how he's 600 pounds, man.
He's not. That's the thing. And here's the other thing. He's coming out first against him. And when he came out first versus Timbo, sneak attack. So, I mean, I guess it's on the table again.
Did he come out first last time?
He did. He was in the ring already.
Oh, I couldn't remember. I thought he was being sneaky about it, in all honesty.
Well, he was still sneaky about it.
Yeah, he still pepped all over him. But I still can't believe that he managed to actually get a little sneak attack on. He was pepping on Timbo unbelievably hard.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah,
I mean, Timbo had some offense finally, but it was still pepping time.
Yeah, and for all we know right now is Pep has gone possibly into Lahroo's head, making him doubt himself even.
You know, Sin, I just know that he's so angry from losing and just having 3 weeks in a row without earning anybody. I'm worried. I'm worried for Pep.
I will say you did end up mentioning right before the match started that he is not coming out here with Melone.
Yeah, this was his first week decision from that, right, Sin?
Yeah, this was a match that he himself went to the GM for. It had nothing to do with Melone. It had nothing to do with anything else. I think he just doesn't want anyone possibly holding him back, like Melone has been doing the past couple weeks.
Yeah, it feels like decision making was taken out of his hands, especially with Melone running up and down the ladder 70 times and doing nothing about it. So maybe Lahroo just feels like this is his opportunity to take back what is his, take back the opportunity to start winning matches again. Maybe some Spartan punches and some Erm 5s are in the future for the Professor of Pep.
I'll be honest, I really hope so, because I've been missing the Erm 5. I've been missing
an Erm 5 since Nam.
We haven't seen it since he pretty much won the damn title.
Yeah, for real.
As soon as we crowned,
you're right.
As soon as we crowned him the inaugural champion, he kind of said, you know what? I think I'm good.
Lahroo looking like he means business. Pep not even attempting to sneak attack Lahroo like he did Timbo last week, and probably better off that way. You really don't want an angry Lahroo, but he already angered him, so I don't know, maybe... I think I saw Professor Pep clapping for him when he was in the corner. I don't know what this guy's doing, man.
This man, biggest pepper of all time. And we have a little, and we have a little bit of salt in the ring with Lahroo.
Yeah, that's true.
Pep was putting a little bit of salt in that wound.
LaRoo overpowering Pep to begin this as he gets in the side of the leg, but it gets reversed into the back. And the dancing begins for Pep as he loves to do this to his opponents, as he dances with them from behind. And LaRoo cannot wiggle out of it. Some big arms on that 600 +/- man. Pep loves hugging. Arm drag takeover and a headlock as LaRoo regains ground control now, which I think Pep thinks that it's like kind of cuddling. I'm not sure, but
Might be.
a little bit of pressure applied from LaRoo. His big biceps, the Spartan biceps, is a headlock takeover and starts crushing the watermelon between the thighs as Professor of Pep reversing and putting the pressure back onto LaRoo.
I really hope Pep doesn't think that was any form of cuddling there.
I don't know what he's thinking, to be honest with you. Chops across the face, a little brutal arm, elbow to the face.
It looks like it's just been a lot of submissions right now.
This is probably the peppiest thing I've seen Pep do, because he doesn't even go for submissions when he wrestles. He never does this. Every week it's something new with this guy. Ram rights and a back control.
A big kick to LaRoo's head. Now back to hugging him from behind. His favorite dance almost.
More hugs, more cuddles. LaRoo's just trying to keep pressure on because he's tired of being hugged.
Yeah, he's apparently just telling Pep to stop hugging him. He's trying to put some pressure on that arm of his. I'll be honest, this is also a little bit different from LaRoo as well. We don't really see too many submissions from him.
Yeah, you feel like the pace is really turned down, and maybe LaRoo's trying to control the pace of a match now instead of really gunning for it and trying to get the win right off the rip. Because he came out strong in his ladder match, but really didn't amount to much because he couldn't get up the ladder.
Oh. And then Pep immediately knew that he was going to roll out of the ring, went over to him and just slammed his back right onto the apron.
He had to have known that because Pep does that. Like, he rolls out of the ring. Like, that's a Pepper move.
Now LaRoo's finally getting his hands on him and a couple feet, going for the fingers of Professor of Pep.
Hand Pep without any fingers.
Picks him up from the ground for a power bomb. LaRoo just showing off how much strength he has in that tank of his.
Pounds a man, and power bombing them is actually insane.
From the ground, by the way.
LaRoo doesn't want this to finish outside of the ring. He wants to finish this inside the ring with a pin or submission.
It seems like Pep isn't going to let that happen by just drop kicking him.
And taunting, of course. It wouldn't be Pep without taunting.
Goes for the guillotine. Pep does pick him up. LaRoo going for the roll up. And kicked out. Just trying for a pin. I can literally see Pep's feet underneath that rope. And a leg drag from the Professor of Pep. Putting more work onto LaRoo. LaRoo driving the knee into Pep's face.
LaRoo has these reversals scouted for sure. As he has LaRoo on the apron and kicks him off to the outside, right in front of the announce table. Pepping on him on the outside, picking him apart limb by limb, saying, LaRoo, if you could do this, I could pep on you too, buddy.
Now he's just dropping elbow drop. that was such a weird elbow drop.
So extra.
That was the most extra elbow drop I've seen. And a Spartan punch on the outside.
He needed that. That's gotta feel good for LaRoo.
And a spear!
And a spear! We haven't seen moves like this from LaRoo since before he was champion. He wants to finish this in the ring. Pep is not in a great way right now as he's just laid out in the ring. He goes for the cover, shoots the half. Referee in position.
But of course, it took it took way too long for that.
Oh no! Is this the pepper shaker? He's gonna shake him up. It's the pepper shaker. Drops Lahroo in the middle of the ring.
And he's not done.
What a pepper double leg. And he's got him twisted up. And he's gonna pull on the arms. He calls this the, oh my goodness. He calls that the pepper stomp right to the back of the head, shoots the half.
And the kick out from Lahroo. He's not done yet.
Man, he just took those finishers in stride, and he might need some help here. What is Pep doing? What does Pep want to do? Oh my goodness! Don't even tell me!
No way.
P-E-P-P. Ooh. 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 And he peps on him with a big elbow in the middle of the ring, and he shoots the half again.
I have never seen him do this in my life. And he kicks
Oh
off.
my goodness, and Lahroo
It's still
out.
not enough to put Lahroo out. Oh, wait. Is he doing it?
No, the Arm 5?
It's real? Lahroo hitting the Arm 5.
Thrown out of the ring.
And the kick
Kicks out of the Arm 5. Lahroo is pissed.
What is going on?
Trading finishers, these two.
It both goes to the outside.
Yeah.
Lahroo is not finished with Pep. He cannot catch a break here.
Shots to the face, brutal fists raining down on the outside. And Pep
goes him into the steel post.
Bounces his head off the post. Brutal.
Lahroo is filled with rage at this point.
Wherever he could throw Pep, he's throwing him. Lahroo up to the top rope.
Brother. Oh! He still got up. He's still up though. He's never done.
Looking for a powerbomb here.
And on to the ground. Oh
my God, bro, that's concrete underneath that. That's crazy.
That padding doesn't really do a whole hell of a lot. I will tell you that.
Steps on the hands as he picks back up the Professor of Pep as he throws him into the table. And this could be, oh, he underhook suplex from the front. This is a 600-pound man. He's just tossing around.
So I know he got thrown into the ladder not ladder, the chair that was sitting there as well.
Lahroo cannot win by countout, apparently. That's not in his blood. He brings the pepping Professor back into the ring, kick to the back, spins him over, slams his head.
Slamming him down.
There's a concussion for sure.
And going for the guillotine.
He's got it locked in. Somehow it doesn't look great, but it looks like it's locked in. As the Professor of Pep is squirming and trying to reach the ropes. He's kind of in the middle of the ring.
Tapped
out.
He
taps. And
Lahroo catches the win.
Lahroo gets his much-needed win. The Professor of Pep could not outlast all of those finishers. And a much-needed win for Lahroo. But did Professor of Pep get his point across by trolling the entire time and making Lahroo work for it? He might have brought the best out of Lahroo. That might be a better partner than Melone.
Honestly, at this point, like Lahroo is pulling out all the stops there. There was like Pep was pulling out things I've never seen. I've never seen that man do the worm.
The worm?
I didn't know he could do that.
The double clutch elbow was hilarious.
There's so many things that he has done at this point that I don't recognize him ever doing.
Every week, Pep gives us something else to just kind of be like, huh, I didn't know that he had that.
I didn't know he had that dog in him. But on that note, we are going to be taking a little quick break here because ads are about to run. I'm going to get those ads ran now so that way we don't really have to worry about it. So I mean, if you guys don't want to sit through the ads, it's September, baby. Subs are discounted.
September, baby.
And and every sub goes towards our pyro budget. One less
we
minute
need it
of us
too.
really complaining about it. Really,
We
let's
were
be
gonna
real
take
here.
Pyro away from Lahroo, but now look at us. Now we have to give him more because he keeps winning.
Yeah,
He's gonna start winning again, the bastard.
yeah, that son of a bitch.
Some bitch. Some bitch.
I mean, listen, if he keeps up this momentum, he might actually put himself right back into contention for that title and get a rematch.
So, and I got a text from Ross, and he said, "That's cute." And that's it for Lahroo winning.
Okay,
That's all he said.
perfect. Honestly, that's all I kind of expected from
I didn't expect very much from him either.
him. No, honestly, I
Oh.
didn't. I didn't expect a single message. ...
Okay. My wife's hot. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I
Yeah,
expected,
of course.
honestly, from him. Yeah, it's about it. All right.
Yeah. P.S. My wife's hot. We're gonna run the ads now. Go ahead, stretch all that stuff.
Got
We're gonna get those ads ran here. But even if you aren't sitting in ads, you're still getting an ad, baby. This stream, this stream is proudly sponsored by W Energy. I have four things here. Two of them still have stuff. The rest I've gone through. With my I think it was a limited time shaker. One of the they had like anime girl cup kind of thing. They might still have some now actually. You guys go to w.gg, use code SYNEXTREALIZE. You guys get 10% off your purchase. Right now I've been going with the new Japanese yuzu, as well as the classic that was actually the very first tub that I ever bought was Dub Sludge, which is like a green pineapple. No, green apple, not green pineapple. That's weird. I've never seen a green pineapple and I don't want to.
An unripe pineapple.
Yeah, honestly, that's about it. So we'll get ourselves locked and load here with a little bit of W Energy here. I'm gonna go with a little bit of Dub Sludge. Each of these containers comes with 30 servings, and each scoop it has the same caffeine equivalent as about like 2 cups of coffee. So if you guys need some more genderless energy with a lot less of a crash, you guys can check out W. W has gotten me through a lot of game time. I've even used it as pre-workout when I run out of the other stuff that I use. It works pretty well.
What's the company that just went under? They filed for bankruptcy. The other the energy and what was the energy drink?
Are you thinking G? I think G Fuel?
Yeah. Since that's gone and abandoned,
is that so? Is that actually gone? Because I heard that it was just them being like, "Oh, we're rebranding."
Yeah, they're probably rebranding.
Yeah, probably.
Use us.
Yeah. As W pretty much says, "Fuck big energy, get W."
Do they say that?
Not those exact words, but they do claim that they are in a war against big energy. So like the G Fuels, the gamer subs. I'm pretty sure they had a flavor. I'm pretty sure like big energy tiers or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
And double check that. Let's see. Where's Shop All? Where is it? Yeah, big energy tiers. It is a blue raspberry. If you wonder what the tiers of big energy taste like, it's a blue raspberry. You guys like blue? You guys like?
I'd be in.
Oh yeah. Sipping on big energy tiers. And also, you guys probably couldn't really see behind me, but I did get a package from Turtle Beach. Okay. Yes, the Turtle Beach. The gamer headset, the one that I'm currently wearing right now that they've sent me. Still have the box there. They also sent me one prior. But this time around, they have sent me a new controller. So we'll be starting to use this starting next week. But they actually sent me that because they're going to be doing a giveaway for 2 of those during the 24-hour plus charity marathon next month, starting, I forget what the day is. I think we're aiming for October 3rd. We don't have an exact time or anything yet, but there will be more information coming for that soon. But the one thing that we will mention here is that during that marathon, we are going to have another super show. That's right. We're going to have our second super show in, like, what is it? Like
3 weeks.
a little bit over a month?
Yeah.
A little bit less? A little bit less than a month?
No, you're right. I think it's a month.
Yeah, it's like just under a month. Just shy of it. So I'm gonna have more information on the charity marathon sometime, probably within like the next week or two. I'm still trying to get details sorted out. We're definitely gonna have game code giveaways. Gonna try to get some merch giveaways sorted out. I need to message Luke or still about that.
And some new superstars and some fun matches.
That's true. New superstars, fun matches. It'll be one hell of a show. Hopefully WWE doesn't have any random PLE dropping that day.
That'd be great. Thanks.
Because I know last year they had one of them going. I forget which one. I don't think it was Royal Rumble.
What, in October, you mean?
Yeah.
Halloween Havoc? That was
No,
later in the
no,
month.
no, that's NXT. I forget which one it was.
Bad Blood?
No, that's NXT.
Oh, was it Crown Jewel?
It might have been, actually.
They have Crown Jewel Saturday the 11th this year in Perth.
I'm just taking a look at the 2024 list here because now I'm curious if it wants to load any slower. It was
Bad Blood, you bitch. I just looked it up.
no, bitch. It was Bad Blood. Okay, I forgot they brought Bad Blood back.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that and this year is Crown Jewel in Perth, but it's the 11th.
I am actually going to restart the prediction here as well.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah, I got it. We're gonna run a 2-minute timer, not 10. That'd be way too long. But we are going to be getting into our next match here. Sean Morris versus Timbo Slice. The 2 biggest losers of last week, honestly, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to losing, Timbo is no stranger, and Timbo has not put together more than really a couple bits of bursts of fights, and really just doesn't come out on top. It could be his time to shine, or maybe look for some kind of other avenue, maybe some kind of partnership with somebody because he's feeling it right now. He's reeling it, and he's not reeling it in, that's for sure. And then Sean, just after a pretty tough loss in an Ironman match, in a 15-minute time period, being pinned 7 times. That's a pin every 2 minutes. That's crazy. So
Yeah,
taking a lot of pinfalls is not great for him. He kind of needs to put it back together. We just added more pyro to him, so like, let's get it together a little bit.
yeah, like, come on. And I feel like Sean very well could not be mentally where he needs to be to take on Timbo Slice, especially being clowned on 7 times.
Yeah, the 7 pins is a lot, man. And we
7
just saw just the opposite of Derek taking care of B. So that just kind of, the more your opponent that beats you 7 times loses, the worse you look as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So I mean, if Sean Morris can't pull out a win on Timbo Slice, I don't know what's going on with him. He's just crashing out.
Gamba's still alive. There's a little bit of time left. If anybody wants to put some points on the
Yeah,
line,
Gamba
whether you want to
Gamba.
put on for Sean or for Timbo, Gamba is live as the superstars are about to make their way to the ring. Sean versus Timbo in a one-on-one battle.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, Sean Morris.
I mean, Sean's out here looking like he is prepared for the fight, but the thing is he mentally prepared? Sure, he can look like he's ready. His team says I came to win, but is he mentally ready to win?
I know. I was just gonna say the same thing. He always looks like $1,000,000, but then the loose change starts falling out of the pocket all over the ring, and the holes in the game kind of appear, and it just seems like the focus is all on the appearance before the match, and maybe not the performance in the match.
Maybe that is something that he will have to consider there in the future if he wants to start performing better, start locking in a little bit more.
And his opponent from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, weighing in at 205 pounds, Tim.
No one needs a win more than Tim, and it could be bells, curtains, and whistles and all those things for this guy if he doesn't really put up or shut up at this point. Coming over from NJWF and not really performing up to the caliber that he was over there in the independent scene. And we've seen other wrestlers come in here with the Chubby Bunnies showing that they have what it takes when it comes from outside the company and making statements. It's time for Timbo to make a statement.
Absolutely. Like, it's been weeks at this point. Timbo, my man, you're starting to run out of people. Like if he can't pull out a win here, I don't know what we're gonna have to do. We might have to ship him back.
Yeah, the options are limited if there's no win here tonight.
I don't know if I have the paper for the for the returns. I did hear
nobody wants to be that first loss either. I think on the other side of it too.
that is true.
Timbo, Sean, get it on.
Immediately off out of the gate. Yeah. I think Sean Morris I think Sean Morris knows at this point that he cannot afford to go from a seven pins in the span of 15 minutes to losing to the lowest rated superstar on our roster.
Yeah, it would be embarrassing in one respect and also redemption and vindication in another respect. So just depending on how this night goes, it could be an incredible leap for Timbo, or it could be the results of actually focusing on what the goal is for Sean as he does a standing moonsault, similar to how B wrestles. They tie up in the middle of the ring, jockeying for position as the headlock gets applied by Sean as he puts the pressure on Timbo's neck, head, switching him around as Timbo tries to fight out a little bit, putting the pressure on. As he just tosses Timbo to the side.
Yeah, Sean has not been letting up on Timbo in the slightest. Timbo did try to get a little bit of momentum, but he immediately lost it.
Reversal in the corner. Right takedown as he pulls on. There's a little bit of a rope break there as Sean was too close. But Timbo now targeting some of the limbs, and maybe that's the goal here. Kick to the leg, right where the thigh is as he gets pushed off.
It did look like he was trying to play smart and target those legs, because he knows that Sean Morris likes to go flying. He likes to take risks. He likes to jump, essentially.
Maybe more of a technical wrestling. A lot of athleticism shown here by Timbo. Kind of trying to keep up with the pace. Oh, and a big right hand, as I say about technicality, but he drives straight through. But Sean with the tilt-a-whirl, DDT. as he's showing what it's like to...
Springboard moonsault onto Timbo as well.
He's showing him what speed actually is as he's calling for Timbo to get up. Irish whip, reversed. Into the ropes he goes. Kick is blocked, elbow to the leg. Grabs the head, Irish whip, your turn.
Timbo says, no you.
Yeah, no you, no me, no you.
It seems like we're in like reverse city or something like that. Get locked up, they reverse.
Oh, half Nelson suplex overhead as Timbo drives Sean's head into the mat. Irish whip reversed.
Whoa.
Step up and over. Timbo off the ropes. Ducks under. Comes back off the ropes.
Oh,
running
big clothesline.
As he's pumped up, as he's trying to get the crowd behind him, shoots the half.
1, 2, kick out from Sean.
2, but hey, that's progress. A pinning attempt from Timbo could be some momentum. Double leg takedown, step through. Looks like he's gonna go for, and pulls on. Chicken wing in the arms, and here comes the stomp to the back and pushing the face into the mat as he flips him over and shoots the half again.
And still a kick out from Sean.
Another 2 count. Timbo onto Sean. But this is exactly the momentum that he needs. Is this a sharpshooter? Wow.
I think it is.
Technical submission applied in the middle of the ring as the back is being worked on right now. Timbo wrapped the legs and he lets go of Sean, not trying to get reversed and maybe keeping the pressure on. Goes to the top of the corner.
It splashes onto his back.
Body. Sean's back up. Kick to the gut. Looking for possibly a power bomb.
Sean with the reverse.
Clothesline from Sean. Another running clothesline.
And trips Timbo. And trying to get a sneaky pin. And the kick out.
Kicks out at 2. Okay.
But the thing is, every single kick out means that they're using a little bit more energy. Running out of their tank a little bit faster.
Sean making his way back into the ring. But Timbo looking for it.
Fisherman suplex.
Calling for Sean to get up. And he wants this match to be over. Overhand caught. Kick to the back of the leg. Sean going for the tie-up. Maybe dragging him over. No, Timbo's ready to reverse this time. Maybe a little more scouting this week out of Timbo. Goes for a huge
but seems like not enough.
Trouble in paradise. Kick to the face. Shoots the half.
1, 2, and the kick out from Timbo.
Timbo's still putting up a fight.
I don't think Timbo would normally kick out of that. I think he's starting to feel himself a little bit. Trying to get some sort of momentum.
Could this be Starship Pain time? We're going up to the corner.
I think it is. And it is.
There it is. Elbow across the neck. This could be it for Timbo.
And 1, 2, and that's 3.
That is a much needed win out of Sean, and unfortunately another loss tally against Timbo.
Man, I think we're gonna have to ship Timbo back.
He just can't get the wins, man.
I mean, if we had a development league, I think he'd be perfect there.
Look at the bruises on Sean's body.
Yeah,
but
Sean
still manages to fight through.
Sean was getting pretty bullied for like a good chunk of that match, but was still able to pick up a victory over Sean.
Timbo might have seen better days. Those AJWF days are way in the past, and Timbo is on one hell of a losing streak at this point. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't seem good for him in the future.
I mean, like, he's gone through like most of the roster. We're running out of people here. We might have to bring on some new faces for him at this point.
Yeah, I mean, well, you had a match versus Sean. He can't win. He faced Pep at the Super Show, didn't win. He went up against Ben with Tendo in his corner and didn't win. He went up against Tendo with Ben in his corner and didn't win. He went up against Jameson and Derek in a triple threat, didn't win. He went up against Jameson one-on-one, he didn't win. He was in the Fatal 5-Way in the inaugural EGW show and did not win. Didn't lose, but didn't win. Didn't get a pin in that. I mean, really, we have like B, like the rabbits. Like there aren't many people left. He hasn't faced Turk, but like, can you imagine him going up against Turk?
Dude, he would be squashed by Turk.
Yeah.
Imagine if he decided to try to put his hands on former EGW champion Lahroo. I don't think that would turn out well for him.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it would. Not at all.
Oh, we we can't have him going up against like our top end guys when he can't even take out the ones that haven't been doing so hot.
Yeah, for real.
Like Lily Pep's only win is against Timbo.
It's true. And Pep doesn't even care about the wins. It's Timbo that cares more about the wins and the losses.
Pep's literally only there for the love of the game and the pep.
That's exactly what it is. You're right.
That's all this man has been doing. And like we're running. We don't have any other people really. We sure we could put him against against Jessica Rabbit or Stephanie Rabbit, but like, is that really going to help them? Like right now, like they got each other's backs at all times.
Maybe being as downtrodden as he is, it might take outside influence and maybe someone to take him under his wing at some point. I don't know. It's got to be. It can't be Melone. That would be a disaster in the making if it was Melone. No. Melone couldn't even take Lahroo to be a winner, so I probably wouldn't bake on that for Timbo. It might have to be somebody else from outside looking in to help him out a little bit.
But I mean, if he did end up teaming up with Melone, honestly, at this point, he could only go up.
It's true. We're moving on now to our main event of the evening and a matchup that we're looking forward to after the aftermath of backstage brawls and the two men that had matches on the Super Show card did not get their wins because they were both assaulted by the newest members of EGW, the Chubby Bunnies, Jessica and Stephanie Rabbit, coming in hot and hot. They're good-looking girls, and they're here to take over, and they're here to be a show. They're here to put a stamp on the tag team division that is being established, and they're also here to take down anybody else that's in their way. Clearly, they'll use weapons, they'll use bodies, they'll use cement. It doesn't matter what it is. They're going to be here to put a staple on EGW, saying Chubby Bunnies.
Absolutely, and if you guys didn't end up seeing the Super Show, so pretty much what happened here was both Ben and Tendo Boy both got attacked by the Chubby Bunnies last week backstage. They ended up hurting Tendo Boy enough that he got cooked in that steel cage match. He was done within like 3 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And that
it's definitely interesting.
And then Ben must have found the other one of them backstage, and I don't know what happened. Like, well, I mean, we do know what happened there. We saw what happened. They were brawling it out. My car got damaged. EGW isn't covering it. I tried putting in some paperwork. I tried getting reimbursed for it. They're like, no, we don't deal with cars. What are you talking about? And it hasn't, like, I'm still paying that off now.
I gotta work on that. Check your GM real quick.
Yeah,
they took control of the backstage segment. They took control of everything that was in the control of the Great Minds, and it just feels like whatever step forward that they were making as a duo was completely reverted by these two ladies. And I, for one, am excited to see what happens for this match. This is directly who affected who. You're going to see Tendo Boy versus Jessica as Jessica attacked him in backstage. along with the managers at ringside who were also involved in their altercations. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what the Rabbits bring here, and maybe Tendo Boy could put one back in their favor and start this tag team division off right. Did you turn the lights out? It's dark in here. Oh, there they are!
There they are.
Together! At the same time! Let's go!
The first time coming out together.
Yeah.
Touching tips, as they do.
These two love tip touching and they love tiptoeing around with each other. The great minds make their way to the ring.
Representing the Brain Busters from Long Island.
Oh, I totally forgot to pick the outcome.
At 135 pounds.
There you go. Yamagamba.
Give me, hold on. Let me get this. Tendo Boy. All right, 2-minute timer. Gamba, Tendo Boy, Jessica Rabbit. Pick your fighter. Looks like Tendo Boy is hyped up now. Now that he is working together with Ben as the Great Minds.
As long as he has Ben in his corner, I think that's good enough for him.
Yeah, he's got the man with the PhD helping him out. The doctorate.
Much anticipated debut here.
Representing the Bad Girls from the Queen City,
Jessica strutting down to the ring, full of confidence, beaming over a successful attack on Tendo 2 weeks ago, costing him his cage match versus Derek, and Stephanie in tow, a little bit more serious and less maybe glamorous, luxurious, but still forceful, as these two bunny ladies, the Chubby Bunnies, come on down to the ring, making their EGW in-ring debut. Jessica has something to prove for her team and for independents all around. This is our first introduction to people outside the company that aren't named Braun Strowman.
Absolutely, and like both of them in their own right are very dangerous in the ring. One of them looks tough. The other one, she doesn't. You wouldn't think she's tough, but she is probably one of the toughest people probably in EGW now.
I heard that she has an MMA background, Stephanie, and it kind of comes through when you see her throwing punches coming down to the ring. There's a tie up in the middle of the ring as it's Tendo versus Jessica in the middle of this EGW bout, this one-on-one competition. Ben dusts himself off out there trying to look clean and pristine in that big EG hat, cheering on his boy Tendo, tossing Jessica to the side. However, tie up again. Tendo trying to show off a little bit of the strength and showing that this is a fair fight. I've got you here, but backed up into the corner here.
Jessica's pushing back.
They're putting the pressure on a little bit.
Tendo with a cheap shot.
Whose superhero outfit looks better here? I don't know what that was from Tendo, but he throws an elbow to the gut regardless. Irish whip reversed.
And a drop kick to the knee. Oh. I'm going for the armbar.
This is like a Kimura lock. Or at least it was looking like she was going for that. Maybe learning a little bit from Stephanie with that MMA background. Kind of shaking out the cobwebs from that arm is Tendo Boy. As this time Jessica goes for the tie-up. Collar elbow as she reaches for behind and tries to maybe wrestle throw down Tendo. A little bit of dancing, a little bit of grooving. Swinging hands, trying to get out of this hold. Trying to break the hands apart and the wrists that are locked.
It's like Jessica pretty much has like a whole death grip on him at that point.
And drag takeover and now into a headlock as Jessica's down. Getting a little bit of revenge from Tendo as he pulls and really puts some pressure onto that neck and that headline. But Jessica stands up, trying to get out of this hold, fighting back. Cottontail in tow. Unlock, very technically sound so far. Tendo Boy usually flying high off the ropes and trying to get some of those high impact high motivated moves from the middle and the top of the rope, but right now we're kind of focused really on middle of the ring and technicality. It trips and just snaps Tendo
Speaking
down.
of going to the
right in
top
front of
rope.
Ben, going to the top rope. Misses.
What?
Double axe handle across the back. I'm pretty sure Tendo Boy just punched the corner.
Yeah, I think
On
he
purpose?
did.
Question mark? Maybe trying
I
to
don't
knock
know.
Jessica down? Didn't really work out though. Or Stephanie.
It just unfortunately ended up making him hurt himself, really. Now he does hit Jessica with the Irish whip with a big elbow. And now there we go. He's going up.
This is what we were waiting for. We knew Tendo wanted to get to the ropes and get to that high flying ability and that superhero wrestling.
And Hurricanrana.
Hurricanrana. Goes for the half.
Only a one count.
Jessica will not be denied. Ducks under. Kick. Combo. Judo toss and an elbow drop into the elbow. It's already more body parts. Elbow to the back of the neck. She brings Tendo to his feet. Tendo countering, slamming Jessica down into the ring.
Jessica pushing Tendo off. And just standing over top of him. Really getting a couple stomps.
Elbow to the gut. Hurricanrana, standing this time.
A whole lot of Hurricanranaing. Now Tendo going to the top rope.
Yeah, he likes the corner here. Asking Jessica to get up. Eyed on in sight. Big splash. Maybe connected a lot more of the leg to the face as opposed to maybe crossbody, but going for the head scissor. Huge elbows to the top of the head, right on the crown.
Imagine if this man had a fork.
What do you do?
Instead of the elbow, it's a fork.
Fireman's carry. Dragging Jessica to the middle of the ring. Legs tied up. Chicken wing submission. Pressure applied.
He gets out. Just tries to meet.
For a cover.
What? Only a one count. Kind of expected less than a one at that point, honestly.
I guess he thought Tendo fell asleep. Takedown. Raining down. Hands from above. This has to be learning some kind of pattern from teammates. Passed on ability. Armbar. Reversed out of as Tendo quickly wants to get that arm free and not have any more damage onto it. Kick to the gut.
Oh, and the switch too. And Jessica gets the kick out. Oh gosh, I kind of forget it if that move is called the Switch 2 or the Joy-Con drift.
Nintendo Direct.
Oh, the Nintendo Direct. You should have corrected me, motherfucker.
I was waiting to see what else happened. Reversal.
A kick out happened.
To get a little bit of an advantage. Yeah.
World's strongest slam to Tendo Boy. He's very slow with this.
Yeah, it's just methodical here. Kind of just sits him up on one knee, off the ropes.
Oh!
Driving knee, Chubby Bunny to the mouth. You ever tried to eat too many marshmallows in and it gets you all that pressure in the mouth?
Oh yeah.
Knee to the mouth, that'll hurt.
Feels just like that.
Spinning neck breaker, swinging neck breaker, I should say. As Tendo Boy looks to get over to the corner, as Ben watches on as his partner in crime goes to the top rope. Big frog splash misses. Jessica going to the corner now. Maybe taking that momentum back.
Goes for the elbow to the back.
Of the neck, and she throws him over and shoots the half. Why is Ben clapping?
Ben,
Two count, and Tendo kicks out.
Ben, were you not watching? You gotta be watching your boy.
Must have turned around too soon. Reverse guillotine here.
That's such
Wrapped
a weird
around.
submission. I've never seen that in my life. That looks so uncomfortable.
Let's go of Tendo before he can maybe break out of that. Off the ropes right in front of Ben. Splash elbow right off the face, the jawline. Kick to the face. Tendo wants to get back up to his feet. Rolls through with the pin.
1, 2, and reverses
Just
the
enough
pin.
to kick out, but reversed.
What?
No way! And steals a victory as Jessica takes the win over Tendo.
Here is your winner.
I can't believe Jessica just stole that from Tendo Boy.
In her EGW debut match, Jessica gets the win over Tendo. And Ben is shocked on the outside as Stephanie joins Jessica in the ring to celebrate a pinfall victory over the only other tag team. Even though it's singles, this tag team, Chubby Bunnies, has their first victory in EGW.
That's right. Their first official win in the EGW ring. That honestly, I was very much shocked about how that ended. I'll admit it.
It's crazy because it was a pinfall on Jessica and then flipped around and then just ended up being a 3 count. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting it to be a 3 count, but I mean,
It ended up working out
Yeah.
for the girls. A lot of the moves that I was seeing, it felt like it's because Jessica's just such a stunner and so pretty. You just think that like a lot of the moves that she's going to be doing are like not that intense. And she was double leg takedowning, raining fists down, that reverse guillotine from behind that rear naked choke and guillotine combo. Like just a lot of the things you saw were kind of like they were really Stephanie coded, and maybe that's just a testament to the teamwork that they have. Because I'll tell you what, if one on one they were already formidable in the backstage brawls and in this match tonight, but being a tag team, I can't imagine double the physicality. I don't know if anybody else team wise would be able to bring that.
absolutely. Like I really like from what I've learned over the past 2 weeks from about the Chubby Bunnies is that they've been working together for years. Like
Yeah.
like they even started together. So the amount of time that they've spent together in the ring, outside of the ring, they've probably picked up a lot of things from each other, figured out where their weak spots are and how to manage it.
It doesn't go unnoticed here. I'm just updating stats as we go along
Yeah,
too.
all
And
good.
I mean, there needs to be some kind of team that can stop these women, or they're just going to run rampant. And I'll tell you what, if you're asking me, listen, I mean, I may not be the GM, I may not make decisions around here. I just call the matches, but it's almost like putting the belts on them is just inevitable at this point.
Yeah, it definitely seems like as soon as like a tag division does get fleshed out, it seems like they're easily the top dogs in the tag division, possibly just yoinking that title, just like the way that they just rolled out Tendo Boy.
And I wonder if the great minds have the wherewithal to recoup and kind of like readdress the situation. Maybe they underestimated. Maybe they thought because they were going to come off clean in this fight that it would be a little bit easier. Ben not really doing much besides dusting himself off and clapping when Tendo was getting beat up. So maybe Stephanie on the outside kind of calling out some shots and things for Jessica to do that makes them more of a tag team. So maybe the boys just need to kind of get on each other's page as opposed to just being homies. They could start being a tag team and be a formidable opponent for people.
Absolutely.
Oh wait, I got another text from Ross.
Oh boy.
He says, "LOL, can't believe boys lost again. Where's the cones? Yikes." Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I agree, Ross.
Yeah, Ross is kind of someone he's just been live posting at this point. But
Yeah,
but
he's been tweeting and texting the whole night.
yeah, and just sending the text to make sure the EGW superstars know that he was watching tonight for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, hey, he's gonna keep his eye on the competition, and we're mixed here in this EGW in our division in our company. So if Jessica puts together wins like that, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing her one day trying to take on Ross or whoever may be the champion at that time. Just saying, I'm all for the action. I'm all for somebody proving that they're worth for the top spot. Jessica's got 2 dubs in her category. First one in ring, first one in the backstage for sure. Very impressive.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, like I'm not saying that we're opposed to having multiple titles on the same person. That could very well just end up happening.
Yeah, yeah, it could. You're right. I mean, thinking about more people coming in from outside, being interested in seeing this type of action as opposed to Timbo, where people can come from the independent scene, come make a name for themselves, either from outside bringing that name in or coming here to reestablish themselves. I think the Chubby Bunnies are going to be a prime example of that.
Yeah, the Chubby Bunnies have like they've they've made their mark already in the span of the 2 weeks that they've been on the roster. Like those attacks, people were like they were talking about them. They were like, "Did you guys see those attacks from the Chubby Bunnies? What's going
Yeah, for a
on
couple weeks.
there?"
Especially when a couple of weeks it's just the same, you're watching the same superstars over and over, and then all of a sudden new ones come in and they automatically take over. I think that's huge. I think it's impactful.
Absolutely. Like like we're at the point where like both Tendo Boy and Ben have decided to take both parts of their great minds, put them together into one tag team, and hopefully with them being with them deciding to pair up together, they both start learning some more things from each other. So that way they can make themselves more established as a tag team to be able to actually put some work in on the Chubby Bunnies and actually put them on the ropes.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to more Chubby Bunnies action. Big fan already. I know we kind of were like giving them the runaround for how upset we were, but if they're gonna prove in matches like this, I mean, I'm all for watching high flying, high octane, ground and pound action as well.
Yeah, like literally the Chubby Bunnies, they like they just have so much history together, man. Like they've been doing this. They've been running tag divisions. They've
And we really
been
haven't seen anybody as a tag team here in general, so that's like a
mhm.
huge advantage.
Yeah, like the closest thing that we've had to a tag team was Melone. Maloney
Yeah,
quote unquote helping Lahroo.
yeah. I mean, like you can't even really consider Braun Strowman being that tag team partner for Lahroo because it really meant nothing in the end, right?
And no, they honestly like I talked ended up talking to Lahroo backstage the like the other week about it because like I was like, man, like what's going on? Like you had Braun Strowman with you.
Yep.
Why just drop him for Maloney? And he was like, man, listen, Maloney promised me greatness, promised me to be at the top of the food chain. Braun Strowman, he he was just a good friend. He was just there. He saw that I needed help and decided to come out and help me gain that inaugural championship.
Yep.
So that was just Strowman being a good friend to Lahroo.
Yeah, and maybe it was the thing that needed Lahroo to get that motivation, but like now we see the motivation is really losing the title really projected him. As you saw this week, he picked up that win, and it's really more of it wasn't even like more of a statement match or anything like that because Pep doesn't mind winning or losing, but to be able to pull out his finishers again like he had done tonight, I think that was a big step in the right direction. And in turn, things like watching people like Jameson continue to win. And even though Jameson didn't really take a pinfall or get submitted in their ladder match, he was still a pertinent part of the ladder match. So when he
Mhm.
looks around and he sees people that he has to go one on one with to prove that he's still the number one contender, people like that who are still getting wins, he needs to start racking up the wins as well.
Yeah, look, like luckily enough, Lahroo winning tonight does help put him on back on the upward. Um, maybe he ends up just dropping Maloney at this point because he Maloney didn't show up. He got the win. If
Yeah, it'd
Maloney
be
shows
interesting
up,
to see. Yeah, if Maloney's under contract with EGW, like what does he do? Like where does he go? Does he try to win his way back into Larue's corner, or is it maybe that he needs to go find someone else to be part of and help out and campaign? I mean, we've seen people like Pep not be able to get wins. Like maybe he peps with Melone, or maybe Timbo needs something in his corner where he has to go and have somebody manage him and coach him up and show him how to climb and get down from a ladder a bunch of times. Who knows?
Yeah, like no one, let's be real here. No one knows what goes through Maloney's head on a daily basis. I'll be honest, sometimes I don't even want to know. I'm
Yeah, I'm not a big
I,
I'm not a big
I'm
advocate for that.
I'm very skeptical about that man. He can change sides immediately. He sh- he shows that he's loyal for certain periods of time, but then he could just drop you immediately. He'll be like, yeah, no, you're done. You're old news.
Yeah, yeah, it feels like that's kind of quickly how it deflated from that relationship. So I would be wary if I was anybody that was going to get in business with him. But
Hmm.
if you're desperate, Sin, I mean, you try to do desperate things when desperate times come up. So it could be something to watch out for in the future. And
Yeah.
in the same regard, desperation, maybe not so much desperation, but 7 pins last week or 2 weeks ago from our Super Show, and Sean really puts up a great fight, shows that he still has it. B maybe not so lucky, but B does still have the gusto to be able to win. Getting a count out against, maybe not necessarily showing that that she can't kick out of a pinfall, but a loss this week does go a long way to hurt the morale as Derek picks up his win versus her, and Sean picking up his win to maybe try to get a little bit momentum back towards going towards the top title.
Absolutely. And as well as I think Turk ended up winning, right?
Turk versus Jameson.
Yeah.
So Jameson got that dub.
Jameson got it. Okay. I
Yeah,
couldn't remember who got that win. I'll be honest.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
been a pretty long night already.
Yeah, Jameson pinned Turk, and we were kind of like, it was kind of like sudden, I guess you would say. Like it
Hmm.
felt like it was not really like the like his finisher move, like the air bomb or like an airplane spin or the B-52, which is what he
No,
calls his headbutt, and
it
it
was
just
the
felt
B-52.
yeah, it just felt like that wasn't the move to end it. But I guess
Hmm.
the impact, maybe he's been sharpening up some stones on his head or something, and really put the chest into work for
I
Turk that whole match, and just got the win.
I think we might just have to ban those goggles, man.
Maybe that's what it was.
It's the goggles. The goggles add a little bit extra oomph to it.
It worked for him.
Maybe he's a little too damn aerodynamic, okay?
Could be.
With all the flying he does, I mean, listen, the truth in the pudding. It's there.